one thing that I'm most excited about in terms of the integration of frequency-based interventions and new therapeutics and modalities, what it really does for me is it holds a deep promise within me because I know that there is coming a day where there's going to be technology that's going to be unleashed and continue to be unleashed on humanity. And it's going to not only help our physical healing, but it's going to help with the promotion of our emotional healing as well. And I'm looking so much forward to seeing more and more technology come forward so that we can use these things as tools to really, really come alongside of those that are really struggling and hurting right now. So I love the fact that you can combine these technologies together, especially in frequency healing and in frequency medicine. And I don't even like to call it medicine, but that's just what the term some people use and that are in our circles. But when you think about these sound therapies and you think about the cognitive behavioral techniques, the frequency techniques with inner voice, it really, really, when you put all those together, it really could offer a comprehensive approach to managing how people deal with emotional health and how people can improve their overall wellness and really, really, really get closer to God. So again, the interplay between frequency and emotion, just as kind of a wrap up here, the interplay between those two, you cannot separate them. You can't really separate emotions and the frequencies because what it does, it reveals a dynamic and impactful relationship that they have with one another. So when you understand that and when we kind of get a better understanding of how these different frequencies influence emotion and influence how we feel, how we think, and influence not only the emotional states of where we're at now, but as we can project and kind of think about where we want to go in the future, we can explore all of these practical applications together for emotional healing. That's what I love about this is because we're all learning as we go together. And I've always told people many, many, many times, yes, I wrote a book on this, but just because you write a book doesn't make you the world's greatest expert on anything. It just means that you're further along than most people. And so when you gain these valuable insights and you gain these downloads, and I believe God has downloaded into me incredible insights on frequencies, what it does is that it's an exchange of information and it allows us to enhance not only our mental health and promote our emotional well-being, but it also allows us to grow together in some ways. And that's what I really, really love. But before we close out this lesson, I want to really go back to the most important thing that you can always tie a bow around and tie your anchor to, if you will. And that is you've got to trust and prove all things by the Spirit of God, and you got to run everything through a biblical worldview. Because if you don't do that, then again, you may be just shooting out there and grasping for straws and hope. And if it's not based in Scripture, then you could be getting into the other side of frequency, which has been hijacked by the New Age movement. We're going to talk about that here in some later lessons about how specifically the New Age movement and the enemy has hijacked frequency away from God's people. But there's power, by the way. There's power in the sound. There's power in frequency. And it's described in many, many places in the scripture like we've been going over.